You traveled to the town of Red Cliff to seek out Eamon, the late King Calian's uncle. You discovered that Eamon was poisoned by the apostate mage Joanne, and that his son Connor has been possessed by a demon and was an abomination. With aid from the circle, one mage was sent into the Fade, where the demon was defeated. Eamon is still sick, however, and in need of a cure. I found the urn.
You have? Wonderful. Let us go at once to Eamon's side and see if the urn's healing powers live up to their reputation.
Where am I?
Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill for a very long time. Do you remember nothing?
Tegan? What are you doing here? Where is Isolde?
I am here, my husband.
And Connor? Where is my boy? Where is our son?
He lives, though many others are dead. There is much to tell you, husband.
Dead? Then it was not a dream.
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me. I wish to hear all of it.
It's a long story.
This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much. Grey Warden, you have not only saved my life, but kept my family safe as well. I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service?
I need your help against the Blight. That will do.
I understand, but regardless of your motivations, I feel you are worthy of a reward. I would like to honor your efforts. Nothing more.
Well, as you wish, then.
Then allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliffe.
Cool.
You will always be a welcome guest within these halls. And for you, Warden, a shield of the same make as those that have been given to our finest knights.
I'll give that to Alistar. There is much else to do now.
Indeed. We have no way of knowing what Loghain will do once he learns of your recovery.
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very doorstep. Long I have known him. He is a sensible man, one who never desired power.
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon. He is mad with ambition, I tell you.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Cailan, to attempt to kill myself and destroy my lands. Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end.
What are you proposing, then?
We have no time to wage a campaign against him. Someone must surrender if Ferelden is to have any chance at fighting the Darkspawn.
But once everyone learns what he's done, then...
I will spread word of Loghain's treachery, both here and against the king. But it will be but a claim made without proof. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause, but we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative, but the unthinkable has occurred.
You intend to put Alistar forward as king? I should have brung him.
Tegan and I have a claim through marriage, but we would seem opportunists no better than Loghain. Alistair's claim is by blood.
And what about me?
Oh, there he is.
Does anyone care what I want?
You have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Loghain wins. I would have to support him for the sake of Ferelden. Is that what you want?
But I... No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin. What say you to that, my friend? I do not wish to proceed without your blessing.
Do you think this landsmeet idea will meet?
That depends. If we cannot get a consensus in the landsmeet for Alistair, we cannot afford to oppose Loghain either. Does that mean Loghain could win? A man who killed his own king, who has gone mad with power? Perhaps. We must see that he does not.
It seems we have little choice.
Very well. I will send out the word. But before we proceed, I believe there is the matter of the mage, my son's tutor.
Oh.
He still lives, I understand.
He does. He is in the dungeon, brother.
Have him brought here, Tegan. I wish to see him.
Damn.
Jowan, what you have
Redemption.
done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
None.
Nothing, my lord. Other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I've done.
I see. Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowan's behalf?
I do. He seems earnest in his desire to repent. Repent, end it not.
Oh? That is unexpected. And what would you have me do? As the injured party, my ability to see the merciful path is strained.
I guess give him to the circle of mage.
True enough, and wisely said.
Phew.
Jowan, I hereby turn you over to the Tower of the Circle of Magi. May the Maker have mercy on your soul.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, back to the matter of the
He
land.
just farted?
It will take some time to recall my forces and organize our allies. I would prefer to wait until that is done before calling the landsmeet. In the meantime, I suggest you pursue the remainder of the Grey Warden treaties. We will need all the allies we can get if we are to defeat the Darkspawn Horde.
To camp. Wait a minute.
My husband lives thanks to you. I am grateful.
You have restored Eamon. I am most grateful. It's up to him what happens next. If anyone can force an end to the civil war, he can.
I lied to you, you know, about why I left Orlais.
What? Why?
I didn't feel like talking about it then. What happened to me? Maybe it will affect us, maybe not, but you should know. I came to Ferelden and the Chantry because I was being hunted in Orlais.
Orlais? What for?
I was framed, betrayed by someone I thought I knew and could trust. Marjolaine. She was my mentor and friend. She taught me the bardic arts, how to enchant with words and song, to carry myself like a highborn lady, to blend in as a servant. The skills I learned, I used to serve her, my bard master, because I loved her, and because I enjoyed what I did.
How did she betray you?
You can say it was my fault. There was a man I was sent to kill.
There's always
I
a
was to
man.
bring Marjolaine everything he carried. I don't know who this man was. She gave me a name and a description, and I hunted him down. I found documents on his body, sealed documents.
Important documents?
It turns out that they were. My curiosity got the better of me. Something told me that I needed to know what was in those letters. Marjolaine had been selling all kinds of information about Orlais to other countries, Nevara and Antiva among others. It was treason.
So, it's, is this a bad thing?
I considered it to be bad. My life as bard taught me that my loyalties should be kept fluid. My concern was not that she was a traitor, but that her life would be in danger if she was caught. Orlais has been at war with so many countries. It takes a harsh view of such things, as I later discovered.
Did you give the documents to someone?
To Marjolaine. No one else. I resealed them and gave them to her, as she had instructed. I should have left well alone, but I didn't. I had to tell Marjolaine I feared for her life. She brushed aside my concern. She admitted her guilt, but said it was in the past. That is why the documents had to be destroyed, she said. I believed her. I kept believing up till the moment they showed me the documents, altered by her hand, to make me look the traitor.
What happened then?
The Orlesian guards, they captured me. Did terrible things to make me confess and reveal my conspirators. It was
Dark
a traitor's
fantasy,
punishment
Jesus.
I endured. And at the end of it, all that awaited me was eternity in an unmarked grave.
They took off her shoes and tickled her with some feathers. Goddamn. How unpleasant.
The skills Marjolaine taught me were good for something at least. I broke free when I saw the opportunity. I did not seek Marjolaine out. If she thought I was coming for her, she would have me caught again.
About 5:15. And so you came to Ferelden. To Lothering.
I was tempted to confront her. I was furious, betrayed. But what could I do against her? And so I fled to Ferelden, to the Chantry and the Maker. Ferelden protected my person, and the Maker saved my soul. And that is the reason I am here. The real reason. No more lies between us, at least in this.
Thank you for trusting me with this.
It feels good to have this off my chest. Thank you for listening and understanding.
Alright. So in case anyone was wondering, I did the Urn of Ashes. I did not record it because I think from now on I'm gonna just edit a lot, you know, to get a little quicker, because as good as this game is, I don't think you guys want to see me much. Look at my journal, equipment, check my levels, get lost, make trade, all that stuff, repeat, you know, over and over and over again, because it gets tiresome to watch, I think, if you're not being so much entertaining. That's what you're gonna see. So the next cutscene will probably be the meeting with the next treaty allies, whatever you want to call it, the elves, I guess. It'll be cut to the end to that, and then I'll cut to the end to the dwarves, and then I will record almost the whole thing when we're near the end. Because honestly, if I actually recorded the whole playthrough, it would be 100 plus. I can guarantee it'll be 100 plus episodes. And you already seen that a lot on YouTube. I'll keep mine a little bit shorter.
On your order, Grey Warden.
You need anything, Holmes?
The Jarl was generous, but rushed. Certain areas could see improvement.
Yep.
We're a mercenary force, Warden. Much of our equipment is self-financed. Were you to commit additional funds, we'd upgrade as we saw the need.
Okay. How do I do that? What's this? Oh, change party. All right. I just want you to see this not awkward, but cringy of a love scene. I want to discuss something personal.
Again? I'm game.
Now, my character is an elf, and he loves both sexes, right? I've never... how many times have I played this? I think twice, maybe. I want to say twice. Because the first time I played it was human, and I was with Liliana and Morrigan, which I didn't know you can cheat on them at the same time. Second playthrough, I was a dwarf. I don't know who I was with. So, I don't know, you can do this. I didn't know you can do this in the game, because I know you as the male, you couldn't go to bed with Alistar. But I think there's a mod for that. But with him, whatever his name was, Zen, whether you're male or female, he will sleep with you. So my character will say, "Care to join me in my tent?"
Oh, is there something in your tent that needs assassinating? That is my specialty, or so I'm told.
He will. I don't know. I don't know if you can keep him as friends with benefits, but this is his one-time thing. You know, he will have romance with someone else if he can, but if he can't, then that's that. I bet you're good at a lot of things.
That's quite an offer, especially coming from another man. If we are both speaking of the same thing.
I suspect we are.
And here I thought it might be a Grey Warden thing. Ah, very well.
This is not modded, by the way. And we put our clothes on.
See? I knew this would happen eventually. I should have
Oh,
warned you
man.
right from the moment you refused to kill me. It
shit.
was inevitable.
I'm sorry if you heard me laughing so ugly. It's just it was a bit cringe. This was 2009, so the animations were this was hot back then. But it was just funny. Oh man, I can't wait to see the romance with Liliana Morgan. I don't remember how it was, but it's gonna be so funny. You're practically a public menace.
It's true. They used to issue warnings about me at the Antivan border. Ah, the good old days. So then, as the priestess so famously said to the handsome actor, what now?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Allow me to make it simple for you, my Grey Warden.
Oh no.
What comes next is entirely up to you. I was raised to take my pleasures where they could be found, for they do not come very often. I shall ask nothing more of you than you are willing to give.
Remember, my character is a top, and he was a total bottom, the Zen guy. That sounds fine by me.
I must admit, we have come very far from those early days when I tried to kill you and you decided not to kill me. Fate is such a tricky whore, isn't she? At any rate, we should be on our way. A new day awaits us, or so the rumor goes.
Alright, so that was his one-night stand with Zen. What's his name? Zebran? I'm gonna call him Zen. I hope this doesn't affect Morgan's love interest. Like,
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
can I kiss her?
Ah, such a romantic, I see.
Don't worry, I took a bath. My mouth's been clean since yesterday. Oh, I should talk to Alistar after the whole bastard shit.
You know, maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this, but I've something to ask you. Chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon. And when we're there, I wonder if we might be able to look someone up.
You have a friend outside of the Grey Wardens?
I'm not talking about a friend, exactly. And no, it's not that sort of friend either. The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter. Only, I never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret after all. But after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking and, well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim.
Well, that's wonderful news, 'tis it not?
She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. Warn her about the danger, I don't know.
If you want to, we could try.
Could we? I'd appreciate that. If something happened to her and I never went to at least see her, I don't know if I could forgive myself. Her name is Goldana, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
Alright, so that's that. You won't see that. Like I said, after this whole camp scene, I'm gonna cut it to the aftermath where we are allied, or where the elves allied with us and stuff like that.
What's on your mind?
A whole lot of things. As a Grey Warden, I'll never lead a normal life, will I?
No, you won't.
I love her blunt.
Were you expecting an, oh, I'm sure you will. You'll have dozens of babies and die happy and old in your bed. No.
Yes, I would like to hear that.
If I had said that, it would have been a lie, and I would have been doing you an injustice. You wonder sometimes, don't you? If your life would be better if you weren't who you are.
Just un poquito.
When I was a young woman in the tower, I came to the realization that the circle would be my life, and I would know no other. Family, love, a simple life. These were things that others took for granted, that I would never have.
And this upsets you?
It made me very moody. All I could think of was being trapped in that tower with no way out and no end in sight. I started hating my life and myself, and one night I found myself in the tower's chapel. I was seeking refuge, maybe answers.
Is it rude if I said it's hard to imagine you as a moody youth? I'll just say, did you find anything?
I must have looked tearful or made some noise, because the revered mother came out and decided to speak to me. And because I had no one else to talk to, I talked to her. I must have said many silly things, but she told me that the Maker puts us all on our paths for a reason, and fighting our intended course is what causes so much anguish.
And that made you feel better?
I thought the old biddy was full of rubbish. I was 15, maybe 16, and I knew everything. So I left, but I always found my way back to that chapel. And as the years passed, I began to see the truth of her words. We were supposed to be polar opposites, mage and priest. But we weren't. There was much about us that was the same.
I suppose priests have to give up a lot too, huh?
The revered mother had lived in the chantry all her life, as I had been in the tower for all of mine. She taught me that you can find your family in the people around you, that you can love your work and find fulfillment in duty. And there is joy even in self-sacrifice. If you put others before yourself, then their well-being is yours, and their happiness is your happiness.
It won't be easy to live that way. I think...
You can scream and cry and be angry about life as a Grey Warden, or you can accept it and allow yourself to see the good in it. This is your choice.
I want to kiss you.
It is done. The essence of the wolf's heart has banished all traces of cursed blood from the hunters. It is too bad that Zathrian had to die. I felt it when he departed. I think he was ready to go.
Did you know about the connection to the curse?
I suspected. But Zathrian did not like to talk about that. Nonetheless, the curse is over, and no one else will be subjected to it. It will be difficult to fill Zathrian's shoes. He was our keeper for many centuries, and he will be sorely missed. But I am keeper now. Let me say it officially then. I hereby swear to uphold the terms of the ancient contract our people formed with the Grey Wardens. Call, and we shall come, with great speed and purpose, and we shall strike at your foes. This I swear.
Good, good. Thank you. Lanaya?
It has been a long time since the Dalish marched to war, but I trust that in the end, we shall make a difference for you.
And there you go. Now this was helping the Danish elf. What happened was, or their leader, the keeper, wanted us to kill this wolf take his heart and everything. But it turns out that the keeper was kind of shady, and yada yada yada. The curse is lifted now, and now we have the Dalish elf army.
'Tis cold in my tent, all alone.
Well, we can't have that.
So you shall come to my tent? But whatever shall we do in that tiny little space together while we wait for it to warm?
Y'all ready for the cringe? Remember, this game was 2009. Oh, I'm sure I'll think of something.
Good. Then let us waste no more time with foolish talk.
Oh man, it's so funny. God damn, is she thick though?
I see the stories they tell of Grey Warden endurance are not exaggerated.
It looked like one shot, like she was trying to peg him. Because you saw her on top of him and his legs were like spread and in the air, his feet in the air. You're just saying that.
Not at all. Legends abound regarding such figures as Garahel, sordid though they may be. The unanswered question, of course, is whether the endurance exists because of the taint within you, or because the Grey Wardens are by nature so very healthy. I enjoy the thought that 'tis a little of both. Natural prowess, driven by a darker side.
Was this a one-time thing?
That is entirely up to you. Simply know that I have no designs on your independence. I wish only to do what I desire, and if that
He's
coincides
so formal.
with what you desire, then so be it. And should you decide not to continue our misadventure, then so be it. Very simple, is it not?
Now, don't click number 2 about love. She'll hate that. She'll be like, ugh, you ruined the mood. I'm hoping later you can make her fall in love. I don't remember. I'm gonna say I can live with that for now. Maybe she'll grow on you instead of a piece of meat.
Then we should get along marvelously. Come then, let us be off before the others begin to stare.
Oh, everybody heard it. Look at where we are. They might have saw us too, voyage and all that stuff, you know? And she's loud too, I bet. Oh my god, the guy's son. And he was like to the father, enchantment? The father just nodded. And the son's like, enchantment. So yeah, we're exclusive now. Now to the dwarves.
Lords of the Assembly, I call for order. This argument gets us nowhere.
Then why these delaying tactics? I call for a vote right now. My father has one living child to assume the Idukan throne. Who would deny him that?
Your father made me swear on his deathbed you would not succeed him.
I apologize for the interruption, Lord Steward, but the Grey Warden has returned.
We should let the Warden speak. What news do you bring?
I bring a crown forged by Cardin of the fancy blah 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 name.
Caridin was trapped in the body of a golem. This warden granted him the mercy he sought, releasing him and destroying the Anvil of the Void. Before he died, Caridin forged a crown for Orzammar's next king, chosen by the ancestors themselves.
And we are supposed to trust this? The word of a drunken sot and a Grey Warden known to be in Harrowmont's pocket?
Silence! This crown is of Paragon make, and bears House Hortan's ancient seal. Tell us, Warden, whom did Caridon choose?
Harrowmont. That dude. I'm pointing him at that dude on the back, on the left.
I appreciate your forthrightness, Warden. You have acted with grace through this entire torturous process.
We're almost near the end, guys. So what I'm gonna do next, after I have an alliance with them, I'm gonna do some side quest, and then the next video will be the main dish, you know, the main plot. I think we're near the end, so.
Let the memories find you worthy. First amidst the lords of the houses, the King of Orzammar.
A ring of power.
I will not abide by this!
The ancestors have spoken.
Harrowmont is your king. Stand behind him.
Would you let a surfacer decide the fate of the dwarves?
Watch out! They brought weapons!
Guards!
Well, we might as well show a little action, right? Alright, now it's better than later. I like her, this thing right here she has. Inferno. Very powerful when you have a group of enemies. But for now, let's just use this.
On your guard, Rich! Someone's going to fall. It sure won't be me.
He's just watching that guy in the back. Aren't you gonna help? Motherfucker, aren't you gonna help? I'm gonna kill your wife in front of you.
I admit I did not think even Balin would defy the word of a paragon, nor that so many would follow him. But most of Orzammar has seen him for what he really is, and I trust we will bring this insurgency under control.
If my volume was loud, I apologize. I was experimenting. It's still fucked up with the mic. I'm sorry. Well, I don't know if I chose the right one, so I hope he's good. Show them you are a strong king, and they will follow you.
I prefer to be known as a just and compassionate king. Strong too often comes to mean tyrannical. But I will not leave this uprising unpunished.
Do what you gotta do, baby.
Those loyal to the throne will begin preparations for a surface mission immediately. Orzammar will fulfill its treaties. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get to the palace and set our plans in motion.
And I must return to my duties. And side quest.
This is the staff I carried as King Endrin's II. Take it as a reminder of your place in Orzammar. I wish you luck against the Blight Warden. May we foster another 4 centuries of peace.
Your role in this election will long be remembered.
Oh, it's fucking serious. Oh, is he still with us?
What you need?
Nothing.
Aye, alright then.
I thought he was just part of the mission. I didn't know he's going to stay the whole time. That's pretty cool. Now, what happened with this story was there was these two dwarves fighting for the title of the king, right? Then you had to choose which side.
The assembly is in recess until King Harrowmont can address them.
I chose the one you just saw in the cutscene.
Grey Warden, you have impressed the best of us.
Sir?
If I'd heard it secondhand, I'd have called it a sodding lie. Warden, we've got a king because of you. The rest, impressive, but the Legion is grateful most for restored leadership. It frees us to fight to the Darkspawn properly.
Can I count on you to fight the Blight at my side?
Hey, our place is down here. When you break the Blight, and you've got the skill, we'll make sure they have nowhere to retreat. You'll have us indirectly. That's more than any surfacer can say.
That's good enough. No, I'm not gonna pressure him. It will have to do.
Best of the vein to you, Grey Warden. Until the stones embrace.
Oh, we vanished. Instant transmission, that bitch. What the hell? Oh, great, we gotta fight them. Or can I go this way? Oh, looks like we got a battle.
The Warden has joined Harrowmont. Attack for...
The Paragon's crown gave you the power to choose Lord Pyral Harrowmont as Orzammar's next king. In return, King H has promised that O will aid you against the Blight. So I'm trying to tell you what happened after I got invaded by these traitors. So I chose that guy, H, right? And I had to do some things. I had to go to this gladiator type ring. Who are you, oh noble woman? Yo, what's up?
I will not allow the warriors that serve my house leave to defend the surface. Why should our strong dwarven men die for these humans? And that wife of Harrowmont's?
Yeah.
She doesn't deserve to be queen. I've even seen her wearing the same dress twice. Shameless.
Yeah, but she got a fat ass. Do you got a fat ass? You got no fat ass. You got nothing. You got a pancake.
News of the hour. Lord Harrowmont victorious.
Anyway, I had to go to the Proven, right? That's like the gladiator type ring. I had to help these two other dwarves who were mysteriously withdrawn for some reason. And the other family was shady to them and blackmailing them, and I had to help them out. So now they were cool, and they joined the Proven, and we all fought. We won, like my armor. Then he says, "Oh, I need you to do one more thing," and then he wanted me to help find his friend, the king. What was it? He wanted me to find this woman who was searching something important for 2 years. In 2 years, no word of her. So we went to the deep roads, long fights. She's gone mad, and she wanted this thing that could control the golems, I think, or something like that. I forgot. And the golems were actually the dwarves themselves. So we had to destroy it, you know. It was the right thing to do, but I rather would have kept it. But my character is trying to be heroic as he can be. Oh, let me see. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to camp. We're gonna hear any last dialogues, and then that'll be the end of the video because I gotta do a lot of side quests, if I can still, because I gotta do quests in this area still. I gotta do her quest where I gotta defeat her mother. She wants me to fight her mother. Can you believe that? She wants me to kill my mother-in-law. Me and her became a thing.
Sure.
Oh.
Why not?
Pardon?
Oh, I'd give you a roll. Why not?
A roll?
Aye, anytime. Preferably in the dark.
I suppose I should be flattered.
I'm not sure I have the equipment for that, but sure, whatever gets you working.
I think we killed his wife, the one who was mad, but he seems okay. He found another one better, and it's Win. When I play the second game, I probably won't commentary because if I remember correctly, they have voiceovers, right? The main characters. So my character will probably be female, and I'll name her after Win. I like her. Oh.
Give me a moment.
Oh, is this where we depart now? I was hoping he could be on my side. Is everything alright?
Of course everything's all right. Just give me one sodding moment. By the stone. I feel like I'm about to fall off the world with all that sky up there.
Is it that strange to you?
Strange? Strange is your wife turning out to prefer the ladies, not living in a world without a bleeding ceiling. Well, let's get moving. We're losing, what you call it?
That
daylight.
actually happened to me, except it wasn't a wife, it was my girlfriend. And, it was way back in the days. Whoop. We broke up, and, I saw her kissing another lady. And, yeah, that was kind of weird. I suck at romance in real life anyway.
I have something for you.
Is it bigger than a bread box?
'Tis a ring. Now, before you get any foolish notions, let me explain. Flemeth once gave me the ring because it allowed her to find me no matter where I went, in case I was ever captured by hunters.
Wait, what?
I disabled its power as soon as we left the wilds. Recently, however, I thought to change it. Now, I will be able to find whoever wears it instead.
So you always know where I'm at?
It is not to track you, you understand. I believe you are too important to risk. If you were to get captured, however, it would be far easier to find you with this.
See what I mean? You see what I mean? Okay, well, thank you for the gift. Glad to see you care.
Now you are mocking me. Do you wish the ring or not? I am tempted to simply keep it.
No, I'll keep it. Thank you.
You are welcome. Perhaps it will be useful someday.
I got a ring. Does she say anything else? A chuckle. You want to talk?
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
You wanna have sex before we do the next quest?
Perhaps.
Oh?
Shall I consult my capricious nature and divine an answer for you?
I don't know what that means. But get your ass in the bed, woman.
Come now. You'll make Alistair blush.
Oh, he's gonna be watching too, by the way. And that's that.